Hello traders, right, this is probably about the 8th or 9th attempt at this. It's a really tricky subject to get right, and if you get interrupted as well it makes it even worse. But I have to say this is my second attempt at this particular currency pair. I really prefer to do videos off the cuff. In fact I'll change this currency pair in a moment, but this was so good because I opened the chart on the 15-minute because that's the time frame I intended to talk about, and I was looking at this and I said, well, you know, on a down move you want to be looking for a change, you know, a bounce, and I noticed this, and then I saw this situation here, switched to the line chart, and we had a perfect 2B reversal. So I'm not actually going to talk about that one because it's sort of cheating, but I've just noticed actually that we may have a situation here where a 2B is. So really and truthfully, you know the 2B pattern. I'll talk about this one but we won't go into the details. Swing one down, and then Vic says we need a pullback, which we saw on the candlesticks, the green and red, the congestion. And then you need a breakthrough candle to break through the low, and the high of the candle that breaks through the low, that becomes the trigger. Sorry, that's the trigger, that's the poke, and the trigger is the high of the breakthrough the high. So as you can see, we got the breakthrough, and if we drop to lower time frame we'd probably have the perfect I didn't do that in the previous take of this video, but we'd probably have the perfect entry. But we won't do that one because that becomes too easy. You can also see higher low reversals quite clearly on this. That's the other 1 2 3 higher low lower high Victor Sperandeo pattern. There's one there. Swing low, it swings up, it fails to make a new low because the buyers are too powerful, and Vic would say enter on the break of that high there. If we look at the candles, he would say enter on the break of that. I prefer to see the close, but you could just drop down to the lower time frame, and this is where you have to put in your own efforts, legwork as it were, because you have to do your own statistical analysis on whether you get better entries by dropping to the lower time frame, or you just stay on the same time frame, wait for the close above and then trade the next level. Wait for the close above and then trade the next level. Vic says just wait for the break above. But you can clearly see what's happened there. So what I wanted to do was look at this, because any push down, if you don't clearly see a 2B reversal on that, then there may well be one on the 5-minute. I haven't looked at this, so I haven't got a clue, but let's put a vertical on there. And the whole point of this video was to suggest keeping it simple. Get rid of all the rubbishy indicators on your charts and just concentrate, like I did for probably the best part of a year, on 2B reversals. And then, you know, I was trading them on demo charts and getting mixed results, but I didn't have all the benefit of the years of experience now. And you know, RSI histo, it is the dog is what sits. So let's have a look at this. We'll actually put that vertical on the bottom and see whether we can see a 2B reversal on the 5-minute. 5-minute, there isn't actually one there, to be honest with you, not clear, but we'll look on the line chart as well. No, there isn't, but this is a 1 2 3 reversal, so we could actually look at that, but I'm not going to. I'm going to concentrate. So it failed to make a new low, and then when that high gets broken, up it goes. In fact, we will look at that because the obvious thing to do is to drop the lower time frame, let's draw the level on that line chart first. There. So remember, at this point we're not, we are down here, price is here. So if we drop to the 1-minute chart, and look at the candlesticks, and there's a 2B reversal there actually now, but we can clearly see that was the break up, pull back, and there is the continuation. Bust, pull back, break and close up, break and close up. That's your 2B reversal trigger there. So that's the 1, 2, 3 with the 2B reversal using the lower time frames and the line chart. If we now look at the 2B reversal scenario on the 1 minute chart, you can clearly see that's, you've tracked this down, we've had a pullback, and this is how we're protected. Look, we had a pullback here, but we didn't break the close. We had a pullback here, we haven't closed above. Let's draw the level on there. That's the low, that's the high, this is the continuation down. We have to break above this high, and notice it's exactly the same spot. There is no coincidence there, guys. You can do this 1,000 times and you will get the same results, and that is what I am trying to say. So in fact we've had a 2B reversal confirmed by a later 1, 2, 3 higher low reversal where the sellers failed to overwhelm the buyers, couldn't make a new low, so we've got a double belt and braces situation there. And if we go to the higher time frame, back to the 5 minute, you can see the 5 minute confirmed our analysis as well. That was the close above the levels. So you could have waited on the 5 minute and taken the break of the high. Always expect when you get these breaks of resistance, that's high, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. That's effectively the 3 candle reversal, but I don't want to really get too much in the detail. But you can see there's the 3 CR, candle 1, candle 2, candle 3, and break and close. That's the pullback, that's the continuation. And there is nowhere else for price to go when you get these right, you know, and practice will mean you will get them right. They are absolutely everywhere. This is a 2B reversal up here. Let's get rid of all this lot. And we will show you the line chart. 2B reversal, that's Victor Sperandeo's high, and that's the poke bar. So when we break through the low of the poke bar here, what happens? Price comes back to test it. We've also got a 3 candle reversal here. That's the penultimate, that's the ultimate, that's the close, break and close. We've also got, this is a 3 candle reversal with power as well, by the looks of it. No, I'm wrong. That's the power there. But that's the 3 candle reversal, that's the pullback, that's the continuation. Notice it doesn't actually look back at all. Lovely, lovely move. 2B reversal, there it is there. That's the high. Sperandeo says wait for the break through it, draw the level on the low, and wait for the close below, and it comes back and tests it. There's a 2B reversal there. Swing 1, swing 2, swing 3. That's the low, that's the breakthrough. That's the high you need to break above. There. Back to the candles, and there it is there. Right mess, but you can see the 2B reversal, there it is there. And absolute power. So, you know, if you just concentrate on these things, you can't go wrong. You know, that was the break and close, that's the entry. You've got the momentum. If you just say to yourself, right, I'm not going to trade anything but stuff with decent power, and you can find them. So, let's go and find a few others. See if we can find them on the 15-minute. Get rid of all this. I will stay on the candles. I was going to move to the line charts, but I'll stay on the candles. This is bound to have a 2B reversal in it. This has got a 2B reversal in it. There. Now if we go on the lower time frame, it will be clearer. All we need to do is keep tracking them up. Start at the bottom. So that is the pullback. This is the level we need to break through, close through. So we couldn't take the trade. Once again, we haven't closed through that low, we can't take the trade. Once again, we haven't closed through the low, we can't take the trade. Once again, we haven't closed through the low, because remember, the poke bar is up there. We've got the higher low, the poke bar, the low of the poke is when we enter. The high, the poke bar, the low of the poke is when we enter. The high, the poke bar, the low of the poke is when we enter. Nothing. And then finally it does break through and down the price goes. Once again we break up. The poke bar would be somewhere around here. We can't enter the trade until we close below it, and down price goes. This one was a 1, 2, 3 higher low. So draw the high on there. If it breaks below there, you haven't entered anyway, because you can't enter until the high of that is broken. If it breaks below there, it becomes a 2B reversal, not a 1, 2, 3. As you can see, price went up, and it used it as support and then continued on up. 2B reversals, 1, 2, 3 reversals are priceless. Add this into what you do and you can't lose. The other thing you want to be aware of is always find them. When they start to form, look for support on the left hand side or resistance on the left hand side. If you're pushing on up, you want to have a reason. You either want to be pushing into sellers or pushing into buyers in order to get the best examples. But the RSI histo will help you. 2B reversals are everywhere, and they protect you from getting into the wrong direction because of what they are. You just follow the trade, the price in one direction. Price is coming down here, or it's going up there, it doesn't really matter. You can't get into, just keep drawing. It's much nicer, much tidier than trying to see what's going on with the candles. Just keep drawing the levels on line charts. That was the entry. A close through there was the entry. Now that one failed, it didn't go any further, we can see that from the chart. But it's your job to work out why they failed. This will have traded into some sort of supply. You've got to have, and that's where this conversation comes in, we've got to have a run of green or a run of red, run of green, down, run of red, up, in order to, because this is congestion, this is where suppliers, and this is where, the buyers and sellers had their battle. 2Bs are everywhere. This is a 2B, I can clearly see that with eyeballing it. 2B. There you go. So it's gone down. That was your low. Price has pushed up. That's Vic Sperandeo swing 1, 2, 3. This one's slightly different because we have actually had a break. You could have considered that a false entry, but look, it's below zero. You do not want to be entering long, and this is where the dragon comes in handy. You know, if you've got to have 1 or 2 indicators on your charts. I know, oh God, who is it who trades on Twitter? Gabby's got lovely clean charts. Simon's don't even have the dragon on, fantastic trader. Mike Co doesn't have dragon on. I'm trying to picture, I've got my eyes closed here if you could see me. I'm trying to picture who has the chart. One of the guys, there's umpteen guys now, that's how good this method is. Umpteen guys now trading this with various either naked charts, with the dragon on their charts, and what I'm trying to say is if you've got the dragon on your charts, you will be protected from getting in this sort of sideways type trade. You know, that's a mess, and you can see that from the spikes. But the RSI histo, never take a trade, a possible entry, until the histo is in agreement. So this has gone down. It's given a potential possible trigger, which we were protected of because we would have been in a mess on the dragon if you use that, and a mess on the RSI especially. So don't even add back the dragon, you don't need it, Simon will tell you. And then we have actually had another 2B down. So in fact this low there then has been broken, which is what I said to you. If it doesn't get broken, it's a 1, 2, 3 higher low reversal. When it does get broken, finally, they've come in effectively, they've faked in the sellers, taken out the stops below here, and this is probably all a part of a historical support demand area, and then finally they've come back and broken through. So this would have been your trigger bar there, that red one. The high of that trigger would have wanted a close above to be a proper consideration for a long. There you can see the close above, the RSI is above. This itself would be a 1 minute bust, pullback, break and close, and then this would have been the safest correct entry. It's probably only going to be 5 or 6 pips because we're on a 5-minute chart, but regardless, 10 pip move. If you'd just taken it to the green move, it was 8 pips, so the good 5 pips, 5 or 6 pips. So 2B reversals, this has gone far longer than I expected it to, but line charts, it was all meant to be about line charts and closes. Hopefully I've covered enough there. There's 101 2B reversal charts videos on my YouTube channel, this channel, so you know, please watch them and learn. And if you don't take anything else from this, just understand that the 2B reversal at the busy time of day with the RSI histo and a couple of levels of support and resistance, plus the gaps, remember the gaps, clear air, clear air, clear air, is the clear air. Make that your number one priority on your click list, if you like, tick list, because you do not want to be trading into congestion. Got to have some space to the buyers and sellers, clear air. Thanks for watching, have a great day.